December 16th, 2020. This is Heather and Jimmy bringing you a breakdown of all the important news in the world of Blizzard Entertainment. Make sure to check out nexuspodcast.com for previous episodes, which is available on all the major podcasting platforms: Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, and probably whatever your favorite podcasting app is. Follow hashtag Nexus Podcast for the discussion throughout the week. And old video episodes are up on youtube.com/DJ Tyrant. We also have a couple other social media places. If you check out our Facebook group, searching Nexus Podcast, or also the Discord group, check out our links in both of our social profiles. Myself at DJ Tyrant, and she's at H Sailor Moon. Yep. We have a pretty jam-packed episode, so we want to just get right into it with This Week in Geek. Again, for the third or fourth week in a row, no surprise to anyone, I played a lot of World of WarCraft.
I thought you quit WoW.
No, I did not yet.
Okay. You're addicted to WoW.
Although we'll get into this later, but Blizzard did make a change that I was not happy with.
Okay.
Anyways,
you not told me this. I don't know.
I know. I didn't want to tell you, so we'd have a genuine reaction on the show.
Just like that.
But I ran 4 Mythic plus keys last week. Cleared all 4 of them. 3 of them were in time. They were all just +2, so...
only +2?
Yes.
Only
it's
+2?
the bare minimum for Mythic plus keys.
No idea what that means yet.
But I'm really enjoying the Dungeons expansion. Did the bare minimum in the Maw, a little bit of Torghast, all the weekly quests, all the good stuff. I'm all caught up. Well, not for this week, but from last week I caught up on all the Covenant campaign stuff.
For your Covenant?
Good. Yeah, for
okay. Now,
period.
I was going to ask you this. Is there storyline for each Covenant?
Each Covenant gets their own storyline.
Even though I pick one, I can go the other Covenants and get little updates?
No.
Oh.
You have to choose that Covenant.
Okay.
To get that story.
Fine.
So that's why
to play more characters.
Taliesin has 4 characters
the struggle,
or whatever struggle he's having.
I saw a Tuskar spirit at the Maw. I took a screenshot and it disappeared. It was an unworthy soul that
Have
died.
you caught the Night Elves in the Maw?
I haven't looked at them.
Yeah, they're all screaming about the fire in Teldrassil.
Oh.
It's awful. It's terrifying.
Oh, Blizzard, you do this? You rip on our hearts?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh, that also reminded me. I saw something very interesting on Reddit.
Oh, no. Be careful.
If you ever have to go AFK, do not go AFK in the Maw.
Okay. Because the eyes are on you, right?
Well, you'll literally just keep getting killed because you don't have to release. You get immediately respawned when you die. So someone had to go AFK for some
whatever
IRL
reason.
stuff.
Yeah.
And lost 8,000 Stygia.
You lose Stygia?
Yeah, you lose half your. I think it's half your Stygia every time you die.
I just started them all, but I don't think I have Stygia yet.
But you can go to your corpse and recover that Stygia. But if you die trying to recover that, you lose that Stygia forever.
Oh my
god!
And
8,000 Stygia is a lot.
This is
torturous.
That is a lot. I'm scared now.
Yeah, just don't go AFK in the Maw. If you have to
but
go,
if I die,
if you have to go to AFK, well then go
don't
find your body. Get your upgrades from Venari so you can walk around when you respawn. I just met
Venari for the first time.
Get the upgrade when you respawn in the Maw that you're invincible for 15 seconds.
Okay, because it's only 6 seconds
when
I first discovered. Okay. Yeah. I don't think I have Stygia yet.
I think you're invincible and invisible.
Yes.
So
invincible and invisible. See that photons.
I know, seriously.
Okay. Stress. Okay.
Other stuff I've been doing. I don't know if I've mentioned on the show before, but I do admin work for Beyond the Summit for their Dota 2 stuff. So that was my weekend for Pro Series 4. If you're interested in Dota 2, come check it out. It's pretty fun.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah. But also during that, I played a bit of Animal Crossing. Dug back into that because of the winter stuff, and it's a lot of fun.
Have you made a perfect snow boy yet?
I did yesterday.
Good job.
So I was very happy with that because the perfect snowman, it's
Snow boy.
Why is it gendered like that?
Because it's an old game and it's going back on.
The game is
old.
Really progressive though.
Yeah.
If you think about it, you can basically change your gender.
That's true.
All you want, just like in WoW. Now you can just change your gender.
Yep. He's a snarky snowball.
Yeah. But yeah, and then I played some Overwatch. I think Monday, whenever the first night of Winter Wonderland was. I think that was last night. That was last night.
Correct,
okay, so that was last night. So yeah, I dug into that. And then really quickly, we want to mention some serious news.
Oh man,
just because they're part of the community. I met them through Here's the Storm. They're really lovely people, but Tim and Nicole Duquesne.
They're from
Heroes of Fitness.
Heroes of Fitness, which is Here's the Storm.
In gaming
in general.
Yeah.
Amazing couple.
Yeah.
Just got some sad news.
Yeah, so I don't know if you're not following them on social media. Nicole did talk about this, that unfortunately Tim had a pretty serious diagnosis with cancer. Just recently, and he's going to be undergoing his chemotherapy starting this Friday. But they did say the doctor's prognosis was very positive.
Yeah.
So
they have a plan. Yeah. There's a road. They're doing everything they can. It's lymphoma. She does all the details on her Twitter and Instagram. Good luck, best of luck. 2020 needs to go away, and 2021 needs to be a lot better.
But yeah, we want to send them all our love and hope for this to be as smooth as possible. Yes. And I know Tim would love to hear from you if you want to @Heroes of Fitness on Twitter and send him your thoughts and encouragement. I know he would greatly appreciate that.
And look at both their Instagram accounts or social accounts, because they have a cute little baby.
Yeah.
And this is a roller coaster year.
It's such a roller coaster year. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, much love and care to them. Best of luck. Jimmy just told me right before we streamed, and I was like freaking out.
I know.
So, but yeah, it's a good prognosis. We'll see how it goes.
Send them your love.
Yes.
And they would appreciate that. Some of the nicest people in the community.
Absolutely, yes. Okay. So then my transition. Oh my gosh, you give bad news about medical, and I get.
Sorry.
2020.
You'll have fun with this one.
And F cancer. Okay. My weekend geek is a little bit less geeky Jimmy's. So I got to level 56 as of today, because I was playing before I came over. And I just finished the Maldraxxus portion. I did see the Naga. I know. We were talking about this, I think, on Monday on the phone. And I'm like, am I done with Maldraxxus yet? And you're like, have you seen a Naga? And I'm like, no. He's like,
well, at first I was like, have you met a major WoW lore character that's not Draka?
And I'm like, I don't know. And then he's like, Naga. And I was like, completely wrong with my guess. But I met the Naga. I know what you're talking about. And I finished it. So now I have to go to Ardenweald, which I'm excited about, right?
Yeah, Ardenweald's the next.
I'm excited.
Ardenweald you will love.
I'm so excited. So that's my WoW update. You and I,
both of us,
both got video card updates for our main computers.
Mm-hmm.
My brother is building up some new computers for some friends of his, and so he got and it's been like a struggle to find these video cards. It's been like a few weeks.
Yeah, everyone's aware of that.
Yeah.
I mean, we know Bethany. She works at NVIDIA, so she knows the struggle of that people have been having. But he got what, 3070?
I don't know. Whatever's fancy, probably expensive. Yes, 3070 sounds right. But he got some video cards, and he accidentally ordered a bundle, which Newegg was called. He ordered a bundle. You can't return parts of the bundle. You have to keep the whole bundle.
Mm-hmm.
So he has an extra video card. So he's like, might as well put it in his computer, and then I get his old video card, and then you get my old video card.
So you got a 2080 Super, right?
Sure. Whatever I texted you.
That's what you told me.
Okay. He was telling me that, yes.
Yeah, and then I got a 1080.
Yes, which is my old one.
So I upgrade from a 1070. And it's actually a pretty significant upgrade. Like,
good.
I probably wouldn't have spent the money to upgrade to that.
Yeah, right.
I would have spent the money more to get at least
something.
A 2080 or 3070. I want to get 3070 Ti.
Eventually.
At some point. But, like, with this upgrade, I'm like, okay, I'm, like, good for a while now.
Good.
I feel like.
So we got the hand-me-downs of tech, and it's nice.
I mean, I'm because the thing is, I'm running a 1440p monitor at 155 hertz refresh rate. So the goal is to have a constant 155 frames a second.
Oh, totally. Yeah, I agree.
And Overwatch hits that now, and it makes me so happy.
Okay.
And my problems in WoW that I was complaining about the first week or two are like gone now.
Oh, good. You're welcome.
Yes, thank you. So I'm very happy with that.
So that was
it's a nice little tech upgrade.
Yeah, it was a geeky thing. And then, I did play Among Us on the Switch twice last night. And it's hard to join a game really quickly because you have to use your little toggle. And like with mobile, you just kind of click or touch wherever, or even on your mouse, you just click a group to join randomly. But like to have to toggle down, it takes time. So it took me a struggle. I played it like 2 games. It's okay. I'm not like, I think the hardest part.
I bought it. I haven't
totally.
I played around in the free play for a little bit. And yeah, $5. I wanted to support the developers. Because it's like 3 people.
Yeah, probably.
Which is
hopefully
insane.
more. They had to grow more now.
I did notice another company on the loading screen for the Switch version, so I'm assuming they worked with another company something.
No, I think it's a thing where it was like play on all of us. It was like it seemed like it was a company that would have games be across platforms. Because it was the Sloth with like the flexing.
Yeah, that's the developer.
That's the main company.
Yeah.
And then it was like another company. It was like the phrase was on all platforms or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's what they were working with because it makes sense if it's a small group.
Yeah, I mean, I think
help.
if they brought it to Switch, it wouldn't surprise me if we see it on PlayStation and Xbox at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My kids
and like, oh my gosh, I hope someone is making a documentary about this game.
Yeah.
Because like it is the most amazing story.
It's so ridiculous.
It came out in 2018. Yeah. They made some money on it. It didn't like go super huge in popularity. No. And then they started development on the sequel.
And then Twitch.
And then 2020 happened.
Oh god.
A bunch of large Twitch streamers picked up on the game, found it, and it just exploded in popularity, obviously. And then like, I'm not trying to sound super hipster because I'm not. Hipster. But like, I had played it, and then the AOC stream happened, and that just sent it to a whole nother level.
National attention. Yeah. Non-nerds were aware of it.
Yeah. And they won a couple of games at Game Awards. It was really cool to see.
Oh, yeah. And it's really funny is that, what's the genre of this game? It's a detective or a
social deduction is what it's referred to.
I was watching the Nintendo Indie update, and they had a social deduction indie game. And I'm like watching the video clip of it. And it's like this Japanese game. It has a really complicated, I don't remember the name of it, but looks cool graphically. But all of a sudden they have, they're like, this is a new genre of social deduction. I'm like, that's just Among Us with pretty pictures. Like, honestly.
I mean, Among Us is just a video game version of Mafia, really.
Pretty much, yeah.
In the grand scheme of things.
And then another thing, I finished my gloves and they're so pretty. Look at them. Okay. So yeah, I had to do that.
Yeah.
And I realized my shoulders were tense because I was knitting so much. And then to embarrass you as much as I can, we're sitting here doing our notes, and all of a sudden Jimmy takes out some gum, and I'm like, oh, give me a piece of gum. Like, I like gum. And I open it, and it's a black gum. Like, it's a black. And I'm like, okay, what am I eating? And he's like, it's gamer gum. And I'm like,
I was saying this is a joke.
Gamer gum. And he's like, no, it really is. I'm like, who calls it gamer gum? He's like, Razor. He pulls up, and I'm like, I love you, Razor. You're cool. Like, you have cool merch. But what the heck is this gum? Like, it's genius. He bought it. Like, it tastes okay. But it's called Respawn. You got the cool mint, so good choice.
Yeah, Respawn is like their kind of off-brand stuff that's like not necessarily game peripherals. Like they announced a chair under that brand. They have
Razor, if you want to sponsor, feel free.
Yes, please. They have a G Fuel competitor.
Okay.
Which I got as well.
Okay.
Black Friday deals are a thing.
That's what that is.
That's what this is.
Oh, you are a nerd. You put closer to light because it's white.
I know it's white.
There's stuff in there.
No, there's not stuff. I mean, there's residue maybe.
Oh gosh.
But I mean, it's just a shaker for those energy drink things.
Okay, so this is a series. All right, I have a little bit more respect for it now. But this gum has vitamins B5, B6, B12, niacin, and green tea extract. Like, I love me some green tea extract, but like, there's vitamins in the gum.
I don't know how they like get into your system.
Gum magic. You eat it.
But you
But
don't.
yeah.
But you don't eat gum.
So now you can have healthy gum, not
It's
just for your
true.
teeth, but now for your digestion. For
Exactly. There
vitamin B.
we go.
For gamers,
Oh,
because supplements are hard. Actually, they are kind of hard.
yeah.
So that's my weekend geek. Is just to embarrass you at the very end.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Now we get to get to the
Yeah.
news.
Oh my gosh, there's so much news, but we're gonna get right into it with World of Warcraft.
All right.
The big thing this week was Mythic opening. Mythic opened yesterday for U.S. servers and today for European servers, and the race has been really good. One a guild I'd never heard of, BGGG. I don't know what it stands for. It's probably offensive or something. Who knows?
Oh goodness.
No, I don't know. I just made that up.
Okay.
But they came out first and got the first two bosses first, so they were kind of looking like they were starting to pull away with the race. But currently, complexity limit and echo sit at top at 7 of 10 bosses down. Pieces and BDGG are at 6 of 10, and method and aversion are at 5 of 10. So method is still contending there, even though they were not like their goal with reforming the guild was like, oh, we want to be competitive by the end of the expansion, but they're already up there in the top 5.
Oh, only.
So,
I'm teasing.
Well, when you had like 17 world firsts in a row or something.
Oh gosh, what's another
it's like
18?
I know.
Yeah. No, it's insane. Are they doing a pod again, or are they actually working from home type of thing?
Complexity limit is, we talked about this last week. They're at the GameStop Center in Texas. But I watched a little bit of their content. It was pretty cool.
Okay.
These fights look really good.
Now this is just for the raid, right?
This is just for Castle Nathria.
And they've had the PTR to test or practice on, correct?
Yes,
except
for the last boss.
Okay.
And unsurprisingly, they're all horde guilds. I don't know what. The thing is, horde racials tend to be a little bit better than alliance racials. I mean,
it's a race thing. I see.
It really is a race thing.
It really is a race thing.
I mean, night elves get
multiple race analogies.
Night elves get shadow meld, so we disappear.
Race as in like characters, and then race as in it's like a running race to get first. Oh
yeah.
Man, good old word puns.
Yep. There are way too many hotfixes and changes that have happened since last week from us to even really cover.
My gosh, yeah.
But basically, they're applying a lot of balances, DPS adjustments for Unholy Death Knights. So my best friend is playing a Death Knight. He's not playing Unholy, and he's not happy about it because Unholy is pretty busted right now.
That's not good.
But they're trying to bring that back down a bit. Demon Hunters and Rogues got a basically flat damage boost overall. Those are the only classes I care about, though.
Okay.
No, but the thing I hinted at in my Weekend Geek.
Oh, you're upset with.
This is what I'm upset with.
Oh, no.
I talked a lot about how I was enjoying Torghast and how I felt the challenge was really good for solo play.
What?
Well, they decided to go ahead and adjust things.
No.
And now enemy health is increased for healer specializations and enemy physical damage is increased for tank specializations. These changes are targeted towards solo players and have a reduced effect while in a group. So they're kind of trying to force people into groups.
Yeah, make friends, Jimmy.
But then also enemy health and damage increased on floors 2, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
So it's just...
They want people to get dropped out earlier.
The problem is if you don't finish a full run at Torghast, you get nothing out of it.
Oh.
Is the problem.
How far do you have to get to get
You have to get through 6 floors.
Well...
And on Tuesday night, Monday night, I might have stayed up a little late trying to clear the last one that I needed to. And I literally lost on the boss on the 5th floor. I just could not get past it. It was the most frustrating thing. And the thing is, as a solo player especially, Torghast takes a long time.
Yes.
I probably spent 40 minutes in there to get absolutely nothing out of it.
I'm sorry.
But the thing is, I still enjoy it overall, which is weird. I don't know.
Is this saying a lot about you as a person?
Yeah. I mean, you know me. I like punishing games. You were like, Celeste. Why do you like Celeste?
Oh my God. We were talking about that. Yeah. And how like you just enjoy it.
Yeah. And I mean, that's like Hades as well. I mean, that's kind of what their intention was to have it. They're referred to as roguelites.
Rogue Lite, as in like a light,
Lite.
Or light as in like heavy?
Light, Lite.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the basic concept around it is you
die.
Continue playing the game over and over and over, and it's randomized as to what you're going to face and stuff like that.
I'm sorry. So those are the two things you're not happy with?
That's two things, and then...
Oh, there's more?
Yeah, some of the name mobs got minor ability adjustments in health tuning to bring them more in line with other bosses, so... I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Maybe I'll get
WoW?
No, maybe I'll get a 5-set going or something.
Go play Final Fantasy?
Destroy a level 8 or something.
Pick up League of Legends?
No.
I'm sorry. No.
I play that in very specific instances with friends.
League of Legends?
League of Legends.
Traitor.
It's been probably 6 months since I played League, though.
I made an enemy of an IT guy at work because he played League of Legends and I played WoW or HOTS. We were not friends. No, we were totally friends.
League sucks.
Moving on. Winter Veil is here in real life and in WoW till January 2nd, right?
Yep.
I should do it one day. I keep saying that every year.
It's fun, and it's fun. It's a fun little event. Some of the bosses will have festive hats. This happens every year. This includes Torghast, Dungeons, and Castle Nathria. So it's kind of a fun little nod to the holidays.
And a magical sleigh
ride.
And
you can take a magical sleigh ride with your friends over Orgrimmar or Ironforge.
Does it like jingle a bell when you
I think it does.
That sounds adorable.
And of course, all the old stuff from previous years is available. Getting Metzen's reindeer. Or saving Metzen the reindeer. Yes. This has been a thing since the first instance of Winter Veil. But yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Metzen reindeer.
Yep. Metzen the reindeer is what it's called.
Adorable.
You go save him in Black Rock.
Oh, it's just a little reindeer.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun.
Is it like a hardcore reindeer?
It is.
Of course.
But yeah, just remember on Christmas Day and after, you can go pick up your presents under the tree and get all the toys from
Not Santa.
Grandfather Winter.
Grandfather Winter, thank you.
No Santa here.
Nope. This is WoW.
Yeah. But speaking of winter, the Grinch is coming for you Canadians, apparently.
Oh my God, that translation.
No, this is interesting. I had to read this like 20 times to fully understand what it meant.
You were really quiet during the notes, yeah.
But Canadian prices, CAD, is changing for not WoW subscriptions, but WoW game time. So the difference is WoW game time you just buy once and apply to your account. So you buy it from the Battle.net store.
Okay, like a year.
Like, yeah, you can buy 30, 90, or 100 days.
Yes.
But if you subscribe during the month to month or 3 months or 6 months, this isn't changed at all.
So buying in bulk is not a good thing here.
Or buying where it doesn't have a set recurring charge.
But wasn't the point to buy in bulk to get it cheaper?
Yes. So you do get it. Well, it's not cheaper is the thing. The price is going up.
Wow.
180 days of game time is going to be 115
Canadian.
99 Canadian, 90 days 61.49, and 30 days 21.99 Canadian.
Okay.
So that's a price increase across the board for those.
What was it before?
I don't remember, but it wasn't that.
Oh no. So, but then so if you subscribe month to month, that price stays the same?
That price stays the same. I think Blizzard was very legalese about it.
Of course.
I don't know, it was more like they're doing this to adjust to market what is that word? I can't even think of it.
Inflation?
Yeah, something like that.
Or and it's like translation, but it's not. It's oh my God, I'm gonna think of it later. Okay, so hold on. So Canadians, so it's better for a Canadian player or server player to just subscribe to WoW month to month. It doesn't
affect you if you're subscribing month to month or 3 months or 6 months.
So is it cheaper than to subscribe to WoW month per month?
I believe so.
Oh, that's something I'll look into.
Yeah.
Because that's disappointing because I know like the whole point of to get the bulk is to save money, because the more you buy in bulk, the cheaper it should be month to month. Unless it's more. Wow, that's interesting.
So, but it only applies to game time, not to monthly subscriptions, which is why it's so confusing.
Well, because it's an item that you're purchasing at that point. So it
exactly.
has a value of a thing.
I think they're trying to
get people to subscribe.
Yeah, maybe get more people to subscribe instead of just buying game time.
That's weird. It makes me nervous of like what they're gonna do for US if that's the case. Like if this method works to give them more money in a way. Or maybe because they want the investors, they want more subscriptions versus bulk buyers.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I'd like to think that this is just a,
Well, I mean, part of it is the thing. We've all fallen to this where we subscribe to something and forget about it. And keep paying for it.
That. No, I
okay,
never do that.
I do. I've totally done it many times.
Yes, absolutely.
But yeah, Canadian folks, just be aware of that.
That is the thing. You subscribe and forget about it.
So, I mean, yeah, Heather's looking at the U.S. prices right now.
Yeah.
30 days is $15 U.S.
90.
And I don't know what the exchange rate is, but I think it's like $1.30 per
exchange rate.
$1 Canadian, something like that. So you're paying a bit more than we're paying.
I think that's always been the case. It's I don't know what I typed here. $1 in the U.S. is $1.27 Canadian.
Yeah, there we go.
So that is.
So our dollar has more value than the Canadian dollar.
Yeah. I'm not an economist.
Yeah.
But okay, wow.
But yeah, we spent so much time on that.
It was complicated.
Yeah.
So I guess see what if you're saving money or not. If not, you might want to switch to subscription.
Yeah, just make sure. This doesn't affect the WoW token either.
Well, WoW token fluctuates on its own, so that's its own moneymaker possibly. Mm-hmm. Let's see, what's next for the World of Warcraft?
The other thing that is coming for World of Warcraft is the esports team announced all their initiatives for 2021. I'm really excited for these because we found an esport a couple of years ago that we actually both enjoy watching together, and that's the Mythic Dungeon Invitational.
Yes. I was like, what are we doing? What do we like together?
But before we do that, I want to talk a little bit about Arena World Championship because they announced that as well. There are going to be 2 seasons, and the big change this year is if you watch other esports, you might be familiar with this style of playing through seasons. They're going to have a relegation of the bottom 2 teams from season 1 that will battle against an open field of competitors for the second season. Prize pool for season 1 is $200,000, and the prize pool for season 2 is $300,000, and bragging rights for being the best PvP team in Shadowlands. So yeah, that'll be interesting because relegation gets pretty cutthroat. That means basically an open team can come up and kick someone out who is in season 1, take their spot for season 2.
Is there like the loser bracket type of thing?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, basically,
esports are so complicated.
Basically, you can look at this as the bottom 2 teams going down to a losers bracket where they could get knocked out of the league, basically. So, League of Legends has done this in the past. I don't think League does this anymore. Heroes of the Storm did this for HGC.
But then
we don't see it as often anymore.
With HGC, wasn't that a thing where it was great for new teams to come in?
It was great for new
and
teams.
Kick butt?
Yeah, because I mean, we had
was
a lot
it
of our.
Cloud9 one of them?
No, Cloud9 was in the main. I think Cloud9 disbanded before HGC was a thing.
Oh, was it? Okay.
But Heroes Hearth Esports, came up from the Open Division.
Heroes Hearth Esports.
Yes.
What is that?
It's a brand. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it.
Okay, it's a thing.
The TLDR of Heroes Hearth
Oh
Esports is they started as an open division. They sponsored as an open division team, and they've become this huge. Well, a big esports media company now. They run the Only Heroes Professional League right now. And they run a lot of other games as well, including TFT, Teamfight Tactics, and I believe they're also doing stuff for Star Wars Squadrons.
That's fun.
And this is the company that Gillyweed and Dreadnought.
Oh, we were talking about that. Yeah, they're in it now.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
And going back to our earlier thing.
Yes.
Tim and Nicole are working under them. They're part of the company as well. So.
And this is all for Heroes.
It's all for Heroes and other stuff.
That's exciting. It's coming back whether they want it or not.
Yeah.
Well, now it's kind of official, right?
No, it's here. They're having their kind of test season right now.
Yeah.
And it's been awesome to see Gillyweed interviewing players. Anyways,
So
back to
WoW.
World of WarCraft esports. Mythic Dungeon Invitational does start next month, so we're less than a month away. January 14th. So they're going to separate out into two regions. Basically, they're putting China in their own region and everyone else. And each season will have 4 cups, and to compete, teams will register for time trials, which I believe are on live servers. So if you think you have the skills to qualify, you can definitely do that. Push those mythic keys as fast as possible.
So when you say China and the rest of the world, I'm looking at their thing here, and it's North America and EU. Is there just a second thing separately for China, or is this an old thing I'm looking at?
Are you looking at Mythic Dungeon Invitational?
I don't know. Arena World Championship. This is something completely different.
This is for Mythic Dungeon Invitational.
Got it. We already moved on.
So sorry.
Cool. I'm bad.
Yeah.
All right. Keep going.
And if you register for the time trial, the top 8 global teams each week advance to an MDI Cup. Teams will earn points based on how well they do, in addition to competing for a share of each cup's $20,000 prize pool. At the end of the 4 cups, the 6 teams with the most points will advance to the global finals. This is where China comes in. In addition to the top 6 global teams, 2 more will join the global finals from a dedicated China MDI season. Those 8 teams will battle it out for their share of $300,000 and the title of MDI Global Champion. That's a lot, I know, but
I need a chart. This is what always bothers me in esports, is that it makes much more sense when you see like a flow chart of it all.
Yeah.
And so this sounds cool, because I know we both like watching Mythic Dungeons, as you mentioned earlier. Yeah. Wow. When does this go till?
This goes all through 2021. I think it goes till September or something like that. I'm not 100% sure on that.
But
soon. My favorite adjustment that they're making that's new in 2021 is there is no class stacking anymore. You will not be able to have more than one of each class.
Oh, they did a thing.
Yeah. I'm excited for that, because I know in the past we've seen like comps that were just 2 rogues, 2 druids, and something else.
Yeah.
And they were a little boring to watch, but
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Because unless you play the class, like, you can't really connect
Yeah.
to the dance. And they also just duplicate the same thing, so it's not like a lot. You got 5 characters doing something.
Yeah, and it'll be really interesting to see where the meta falls. I wonder if we'll still have a composition that is just like the absolute best, or if we'll see a little bit more experimentation. I mean, at least early on, I know we'll probably see a lot more experimentation until things kind of settle.
Well, and things are always changing right now.
Yeah.
Like all the hot
things are changing a lot right now. What also was interesting is they hinted at some other events. They said beyond the 2 MDI seasons, 2021 will feature 2 one-off tournaments for players to tackle the dungeons of Shadowlands in unique ways. These tournaments will showcase different competitive formats and provide unique new looks on competitive dungeon running. Be on the lookout for more information over the coming months.
I was about to say, what does that mean?
It's a hint of there's other stuff too than just MDI.
MDI, so Mythic Dungeon
Invitational.
So like mini games, like All-Stars type of thing? Like,
I don't know. Maybe.
Don't they do that already?
No.
Oh, they did like that. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's like one of those things where they all kill Hogger. Remember, like back in the day, they made a Hogger like super epic at BlizzCon, and then just go all kill. That'd be kind of fun, especially with Hogger coming back in here as the storm. Oh, like it's full circle.
Full circle. Yeah.
Okay.
That would be pretty neat.
That would be neat. Okay, so more to come at BlizzCon Online.
Yep.
What do they call it again? BlizzCon Online?
Well, Jeff called it BlizzCon Online, so...
BlizzCon Online. I like that better.
I like calling it BlizzCon Online.
No.
But BlizzCon Online
You're wrong. No, it makes sense.
Too.
Totally fine. Okay, so moving on
Of
to
course,
the
it's
next
totally fine.
Blizzard game.
Yeah.
Is Overwatch. And right now, yesterday, December 15th to January 6th, is the Winter Wonderland 2020. Super cute. I love these two skins we're showing right now. If you go to the website, it features the Zenyatta and the Mei skin, which is adorable. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about it a little bit. So the first thing they covered is that there's going to be a new brawl added to the roster of things to do for Overwatch.
Yep.
This one is Freeze Thaw Elimination. So I'm going to read the little blurb because it makes more sense than me trying to describe it. So get ready to freeze your foes in this brand new 4v4 brawl. Instead of dying, players get frozen solid in blocks of ice that their teammates can thaw. So you have to like click and wait. Freeze everyone in the enemy team to secure a win, but watch out. A defrosted foe might turn the tables and put ice on instead. Earn new achievements and unlock unique sprays by proving your worth in the Frosty Fray.
Yeah.
I love some good wordplay.
No, that's some good writers. So yeah, I played this last night. It's pretty fun.
You did? Without me?
Without you. It's been a lot of fun though.
Yeah.
I got my loot box. Hopefully I'll play more with some friends. So it's not just me and random people.
See, I would say invite me, but last time we did that, you guys were such a higher level that when I tried to play, it was just like we weren't winning anything. Okay, so they also have the weekly challenges that you can play to earn. Mm-hmm. You can do competitive play, quick play, or arcade to unlock the sprays. The first week of this, from December 15th to the 22nd, is a Junkrat theme of an elf Junkrat. And it's gross. He is green and mean, and it's Junkrat.
Yeah.
Week 2 is a Anna gingerbread theme, and this be pretty.
I like this one. This is a good one.
Man, Anna is just like
the apron, everything is
just
super
gingerbread
cute.
tea. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And then week 3, December 29th to January 5th, is a Roadhog theme. Frosty Roadhog is terrifying. Mm-hmm. It is a snowman, but now horror. See, I go from like Animal Crossing, Snowboy to this.
It makes me think of what's that horror movie with the snowman? I forget what it's called.
Is it Krampus? No.
No.
But I know what you're talking about. I see it in my head.
Remember the name
I don't want to know it.
Okay.
But you can get those different types of sprays, and eventually the skins. I definitely want to try to get the Anna one for sure. The Roadhog scares me. Okay, we have 8 new skins for this event. We have Reinhardt being called the Conductor.
Okay.
Great mustache.
So.
Amazing mustache.
One thing you must know.
Must know.
Is when he charges, he makes train sounds.
Chugga chugga choo choo?
No, like an actual train whistle like goes off. It's awesome.
And with and the voice actor, what's his name?
Darren DePaul.
Yes, making train noises.
I don't think it's him. I think it's just actual like,
I want him
train
to make
whistle noises.
I'll be okay with both.
Maybe there's a voice line with him making train noises.
Oh my god,
or something.
that'd be amazing. Yeah,
this skin is definitely one I want to get. It's going to be up there on my must craft list.
Mm-hmm. Next one we have is Moira. Moira, right?
Moria.
Yeah. Ice Empress with a cool crown, and it's almost like Elsa, but like rocker.
It's almost like the Helm of Domination a little bit.
Yeah,
like the top of it.
That is true. Next one is Torbjorn, right?
Yep.
All right. And he is the lumberjack with a great beard and mustache.
Very much, yeah.
He is a lumberjacky.
And he doesn't care.
No, he does not. No. No Shave November did not affect him. And then we have adorable May.
This is pretty cute.
As a penguin.
I might have to get this.
And like her little ice dude is a little penguin too. And then she has an egg in her backpack that floats, so she's a penguin with an egg.
Yeah, it's very cute. That's definitely on my maybe to craft list.
Oh my gosh, yes. And then this one is actually my favorite. Zenyatta as a toy bot.
It's pretty cool, yeah.
Happy face, has like little pixels and the little orbs, and I want him like more of this. Like he seems like a little toy. Well, I guess that's the whole point.
And he's a
I'm
robot.
so glad I thought that. I should work for Blizzard. Okay, and then Junkrat as well. Roadhog and Anna, that is last year's.
Yeah. Yeah, these are all last year's skins that we're cycling
new
through.
Skins for this year. And they all look amazing. Now, okay, I have a question for you, and I put this in the notes. Mm-hmm. They have a loot box deal.
Yes.
Where if you buy 50, you get 10 for free. Is that a normal thing? Or is it just seasonal once in a while?
They've been doing it a lot during the season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jimmy,
lately.
do you buy 50 loot boxes on a regular basis? You should totally know this.
No, not on a regular basis. I think I bought one set of these this year.
Uh-huh.
I will tell you, if you want to maximize your value for loot boxes,
okay,
as far as like wanting to fill out your entire roster of cosmetics, buy them during the anniversary event, because the anniversary event, every single skin and cosmetic is available.
That's true.
From previous events.
That just happened recently too, didn't it?
Yeah, that's usually like May, June-ish timeline, I think, or July maybe. But yeah, it's like mid-year, summer. Okay.
That makes sense. Well, they're having a deal again if you want to buy some more loot boxes.
But yeah, I mean, it's, I think, 50 USD.
Oh, $1 per?
No, it's only 40. So $40 for 60 loot boxes.
Well, that's what's the deal.
Is a pretty good deal.
Yeah. It's just a little over $1 for each one.
Or if you're looking for something to gift a Overwatch friend, you can also gift them as well.
Oh, you can gift. Yeah. Do you want that for Christmas? No, I already got your video card. You're good. All right.
No, you got me the hard drive.
Oh, that I did. You're right. You're welcome. Okay. And then with Overwatch, they also came out with a new comic. I think yesterday, I think we said. It is another Tracer comic. It is 3 of 5, a series of 5 of them, titled London Calling. Did not get the authors' names, but it's a pretty good one. I remember we actually read it before we went on here, and there was multiple parts where I was like, oh, like lots of all the emotion. Written by Mariko Tamaki and Babs Tarr. So I have not caught up with the first two because I'm a terrible person. But it picks up right at the end. It pulls a Rogue One. And I will connect that dot. It basically starts right at the end of when Widowmaker, spoiler, kills that Omnic guy in that cinematic thing where they're like hanging around and shooting things and Tracer's chasing out Widowmaker. It killed Widowmaker. Mundata, thank you.
Yeah.
So right after that event, Tracer runs away from the crowd. Widowmaker is gone, and it's the turmoil of the Omnics dealing with, or I guess the whole universe dealing with the death of that peace-giving Omnic, Mundata. And it's really good in a subtle few pages because it starts to show the beginning stages of the doubt and fears that the Omnics are having with the human race. And you don't have to really know Overwatch to understand that type of fear, because surprisingly enough, history repeats itself. I don't know how or where I heard that before in real life, but apparently it also does in Overwatch. And there is some, no spoilers here, but there is some hints, and we all know this in a way too, of Omnics and humans having a war of some type against each other. And it's the same idea of Widowmaker killing a Peacemaker. What's that going to do? People going to be cheerful about it? No, it's going to cause some upheaval in the whole social construct of Overwatch. And it's only 3 of 5, so there's still 2 more left. I need to read them because my reactions during this was super fun.
If you're looking for more lore, definitely check out the comics. It seems to be where they're really giving people the opportunity to really dig in to the story and background.
And it makes you love the cinematics even more because now I know the story after that amazing cinematic where Tracer and Widowmaker are fighting in a rooftop. Let's see. Developer updates. Oh man.
This was a surprise to me. I didn't think that we were going to get any more developer updates before BlizzCon Online. But yeah, Jeff did come out with an update because they did announce an actual new map. Now, before you get too excited, it's a deathmatch map, so it's not a map for competitive or anything like that. But
should I be excited?
Well, yeah, you don't.
I'm excited.
You don't play competitive that much, so.
Nope.
But they basically rolled it out as they've been adding to the team, and they added this person named Morton.
I want to know this Morton.
I don't know if that's a real name or a gamer tag.
I want to know Morton. Morton's a big deal.
They're apparently a really talented map designer, and as part of getting up to speed with the team, Jeff was like, hey, make a deathmatch map for fun. And he did, and the team liked it so much, they were like, oh, let's make this a real thing. And so everyone went to put everything into it, and the map is named. We just watched this.
Kanzaka? Kanazaka. It's a Japanese inspired name.
Yeah, inspired through Japanese architecture and stuff like that. It takes place below Hanamura.
Yes.
You can actually see Hanamura on the map.
In the distance. But what's really cool with this is that, so they had this weird map design that came out of the blue in a way, but they decided to make it not just a new map that's super fun, but they decided to put tons of Easter eggs and character development into this map, which they always love to do. But it's really neat because, I don't know, it seems almost like it was like a perfect fit for something they didn't know they were missing. And I'm not speaking for them.
Yeah.
But in how they praise it and are excited about it, in that it expands more than just a fun map. It's a lot more lore intensive. I'm excited to see the Easter eggs. And there's going to be a bunch of videos of content creators like saying, hey, here's 20 Easter eggs you've just discovered in the forums and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And, I'm all for that. And this is coming out. It's in the PTR this month.
Yeah, they're going to roll out in the PTR this month and on the live game next month. They didn't have an exact date. But
no, not yet. But it comes out
January 2021.
And my favorite thing is there are cats.
There
is a cat cafe.
Mm-hmm.
There are animated cats in Overwatch. And apparently, because they're super nerdy and they love them cats, each team member that has a cat has their cat animated in this map. So there's a bunch of cats. And they're all Blizzard Overwatch team cats. I cannot wait to see
that's
these.
Awesome.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, it was a nice kind of end of year update from Jeff, because he also talked about difficulties of 2020. But they talked about how they came out with something like 80 updates this year.
Did they?
I think, yeah.
I missed that. They've
from
been busy.
Minor patches to major patches and stuff like that. I mean, they just released the priority pass system, which is in game now.
We have to say, his beard was gone.
Yeah, that was from the last.
Was it?
The last developer update.
Oh.
Because all the
the
Overwatch teams memed about it.
Oh, that's what it is. That's what it was.
No, but it's still weird seeing him without a beard. Papa Jeff, we want the beard back.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. But yeah, they talked a lot about that, and
they did make an announcement. They also talked about how the Overwatch League team were super prepared for the year and how great it was starting out, and then how the struggle was to transition out from what they planned to now 2020 changes. So he gave a lot of credit to that team as well, not just the Overwatch team, but everyone on that Overwatch crew adapting to 2020. Which was always nice to hear. Yeah,
we've all had to.
I think it's always nice to hear the higher ups give credit to hey, it was hard. We know it was hard. You did amazing, and that is really nice to hear as a fan as well, because we can only understand so much what they share. And then little teaser here. They said they know they're quiet about Overwatch 2, but they're still working on it, and they're waiting for BlizzCon Online to share.
Yeah, it's been interesting just because there's kind of a conundrum that they've kind of boxed themselves into, because they announced Overwatch 2, but then they haven't talked about it literally all year.
Yep, it's on the DL.
Because part of it is they want to keep people excited about playing Overwatch 1 still.
I think, want the new thing.
And so they really haven't said anything about Overwatch 2. But they did allude to a lot of news coming out for BlizzCon Online.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Which seems like a no-brainer.
2 months away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can wait.
2 months away.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, the year's almost over. Oh man.
Okay. But yeah, speaking of
new
year being
stuff.
almost over, I mentioned this while we were prepping for the show, but it's been a little over a year since we had Diablo 4 announced and played it last year.
We did play it, and we went to those meetings and everything, and that was fun. Thank you.
No, that
Diablo
was a whole
team.
lot of fun. Yeah, thank you. But we have the final quarterly update for the year. It did come out, I think, today or yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But they did let us know the next update will be taking place during BlizzCon Online.
Oh, there was a teaser to that one, and I'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a bit.
Yeah.
I think we have that at the end.
Yep.
But the main focus and hot topic request, which Diablo fans are very vocal about always, is itemization.
No.
Lead game designer Joe Shelley broke down a lot of their philosophy and shared updates on what they're doing with all the itemization. And if you don't read the whole blog post and you kind of glaze over what we say,
it's not hard to catch. There's a lot of good infographics there.
The one sentence I would give about this update is they are moving more towards Diablo 2 style itemization rather than Diablo 3 style itemization. And I think a lot of people will be happy about that.
Have I played Diablo 2?
I don't know if you have.
I don't think I have.
But basically everything they rolled out here was stuff that's either inspired to going back to Diablo 2 style of itemization or kind of expanding upon the groundwork that Diablo 2 had with itemization.
I have not played Diablo 2, so I'm excited to see what this is going to be like.
So, first they want to strengthen class identity by providing intuitive fantasy hooks. Items and skills that lean into the fantasy of your class are best.
Sounds like another game I
play. Second, they want to support deeper customization through itemization, and items should support and enhance your class, not define it, which I think is good. Diablo 3 kind of got pigeonholed a little bit because there were definitely legendary items and powers that were just so powerful that
it was like
if
meta
you wanted
almost.
to be, there was very much a defined meta. And finally, we're laying on overall depth somewhere between Diablo 2 and Diablo 3.
That's what you said.
We aim to provide years of things to discover and countless ways to build a class. Now, this breaks down through primary stats, where they went back to old school RPGs and elements of early Diablo games. And so now, when you gain a level, you receive points to spend on strength, intelligence, dexterity, or willpower along with your skill points.
Now, Jamie, are we playing D&D or are we playing Diablo here?
We're playing both.
That's amazing. I'm excited about this. This is really exciting.
No, I'm really excited about this because this will. I'm hoping this enables some kind of really wacky builds.
Oh my goodness, I wasn't even thinking that.
Because like, what if you make a sorceress that is or wizard that's like strength based or something silly like that and make it work?
Well, they were talking about like how they had the like demonic leveled players, and then they had like the angelic type of things. Yeah, and that's what they wanted to kind of make it be like, not just like a wacky build, but even just more true to what you want to play. If you want to have a demonic sorcerer or an angelic sorcerer, I don't know, you can kind of put those stats into there. And it also talks about how the stats can even go towards. There's even like little, I don't want to say like skill tree, I guess a skill tree of some type, where if you get enough stats in one category, you get an extra perk. And this also ties back into the itemization, where items will require certain amount of strength or intelligence or dexterity or willpower to be able to equip alongside the level requirement. So that's very much back into the Diablo 2 style of things. Is it? Yeah. That's exciting. And next one though, itemization. This one's really cool because it's like something they probably wanted to do in Diablo 2, but just the technology was not there quite yet. Where weapon types, they're really digging into the game engine to make weapons feel more real and physical. And the example, you got to go see it on the blog post. They show this barbarian carving a trough through the ground with their mace during upheaval. It's pretty. It just looks amazing. So definitely pretty. Check it out. I think it's just, and it also shows like you want to upgrade your graphics card if you can before you get the game, because it's pretty. It's very pretty. Was that your neck? No, that was me scratching the. Oh, okay. I heard a scratch. With my long nails that I need to cut. That noise. No, but the weapon types, it looks cool, and it looked cool even back at BlizzCon. So the fact that they're even making it more involved for each character is just super neat. Because I remember one time in Diablo 3, I was playing a monk, and I did this cool bell effect, and you're like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's just the thing that I did." Well, it wasn't like class specific, but it was unique enough to where you noticed it. And I love that moment because that's like one of the few things I remember of us playing a few times together. Yeah. And here it just like, it's so character like. Same with, and they even went into detail of the wands and the stats wizard, being different. And how they the animations. You can get a shorter wand, and you'll be able to cast your spells faster.
but the bigger staff, it will be slower attack speed
Because
and
more
have
motion.
just bigger hits with that.
Some
So
physics
just
here.
how you want to play style your character. And yeah, the one will allow for a lot more mobility and kiting kind of style that we see a lot in Diablo 3.
I just love the nerdiness of the details here. It's super amazing.
And then item qualities, they really wanted to move away from the Diablo 3 style of itemization in this, where, I mean, this is very specifically being like, we're moving as far away as possible from Diablo 3 and how they did items as possible.
And this confused me a bit.
Yeah. We don't want to end up in a place where the right decision is to ignore every item that doesn't have a glowing orange sky beam.
But that's what I do.
Well, that's what you do in Diablo 3.
Yeah.
Everything, once you hit max level, everything that's
Close.
below legendary is trash.
If it's shiny, I don't care.
Yeah. No, but what they're doing to kind of give players more choice and make them think more about their choices is increasing the potential power of individual affixes on magic items. Those are the blue items. And increasing the maximum number of affixes on rare, which is yellow, and better items in the end game. And now legendary affixes will now roll randomly, and they emphasize, yes, they're really going to be random on legendary items. And unique items will replace mythics. So unique items are very similar to how legendaries work in World of WarCraft now, where you can only have one of that item.
Oh, okay.
So you can only have one unique item equipped at a time.
Okay, that makes some sense. Thank
That'll
you
be
for connecting that dot to me.
Yeah.
Now, affixes, is that just the stats? Is that
Well,
a fancy word for stats?
that's the bottom thing.
Oh, the little italicized bottom part of
where
it. Okay.
it's like, oh, your ice beam or your ice
will trigger a
thing,
freeze for 25% faster. Okay.
Yeah,
That
so
makes sense.
it affixes onto spells, essentially.
It is. There was like a sentence in this blog post, and you really should go look at it and see all the graphics and the equipment and everything, because it's all about the items. And it was like, it talked about philosophically and the clarity of analysis afforded to, and it's just like, to read that, it's like I'm reading a textbook about a video game. It's kind of amazing. Oh, okay. So that we kind of briefly went through the blog post. Go check it out. The tease that they totally had was the Diablo team has read speculation about what is going to happen with Diablo 4. And they want to ensure us, the fans, that it is something chunky indeed. Without spoiling the surprise, let's just say it involves a new version of the campfire scene we showed you last BlizzCon. So my little teacher hat's on. Why chunky? Does chunky something? And then what was that campfire scene? Because I can't remember. Is that when they just sit around and like it's a loading screen, or do you know what that means?
I think they're talking about the cinematic.
Yeah,
maybe?
right?
Yeah.
And like, you see all the characters. So I'm like, is it a new character? Or a new class, I should say?
Chunky.
Chunky, right? Big, bulky.
Druid?
I don't know. Well, they had Druid. Did you play a Druid?
Wait, yeah, they did have Druid.
Is it a Barbarian? What other
No,
chunky...
Barbarians are right there. Wizard. So it was Wizard, Barbarian, and Druid, right? Are the three known classes
We're like
right now.
theorizing right now. The forums are probably full of this, right? We need to go to Reddit and like someone to really figure this out.
Maybe a necromancer
They're
style
skinny.
class?
So
Well, no, but they blow up corpses. And they're chunky.
Oh, that is chunky.
So that's, I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of.
So there, that is like, that sentence right there.
There's a lot of stuff to look forward to at BlizzCon Online.
Exactly.
So I'm excited.
Yeah, that was a good tease. And I'm like, even now, I'm like, I don't want to stop thinking about that, but we gotta move on to the next one.
Yeah. Briefly, StarCraft, they did just finish the GSL Super Tournament with Trap getting first place, Stats getting second, TY getting third, and Rogue in fourth place. So definitely check out those VODs if you missed those and are itching for some StarCraft action.
That's good. One of each race, Protoss, Terran, and Zerg. That's nice. Some well-roundedness
We're in the
there.
top four, yeah. Other esports news, though, Hearthstone had their Grandmasters tournament conclude with the Japanese player Glory taking first place and $200,000. Second place was Jarla from the Czech Republic and $100,000 his way. Silver Name from Russia and Monsanto from Canada took home third, fourth place and $50,000 apiece.
Wow.
With the Chinese players Zhao Ti and Saif taking $25,000 and the sixth place, And American Bloody Face in Bank Yugi from Thailand taking 7th, 8th place and $20,000. So congratulations to everyone there. I mean, even qualifying for this tournament, you got a minimum $20,000. That's pretty good deal.
That's how much I used to make in a year. Good for them. I'm glad you made esports a thing.
It's good.
No, that's exciting.
Yeah.
And this was a long tournament too, wasn't it? I feel like, did this just start when we started podcasting again, like in November?
I think the circuit started, yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a new patch, or just a bunch of new Hearthstone.
Yeah, there was another big patch coming with a lot of the Darkmoon Fair stuff. But they did update a lot of the Battleground stuff. A bunch of new heroes and new cards. And for Standard, they tuned a lot of the Demon Hunter cards, because Demon Hunters have been really creeping up in how much people are using them and how powerful they are in Constructed. So not too surprised to see that. I've heard a lot of people complain about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. One of the interesting things, though, is they're adding Darkmoon prizes to the Battlegrounds. Ooh. Where every 4 turns you get the option for a very powerful card to add to your deck. So
I got distracted. There's a bananas card.
Yeah, that's like a card that just buffs your minions on the board.
It's bananas. Okay. Yeah. It's bananas. I love the puns. I need to pay attention more to Hearthstone.
And not just World of Warcraft gets Winter Veil stuff, because Winter Veil quests have come to Hearthstone as well, which are additional quests that don't override your other quests. So more quests to do to fulfill that can help you earn more packs.
Is that what we were looking at, the quest thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you were excited about this, because I guess you don't have this yet. The Winter Veil Wreath card back is returning to the in-game shop. If you've missed out on it and would like to pick it up, you can purchase the card back for 500 gold or $2.99, depending on your region. Prices may vary. At any point during December 15th through the 29th.
It's pretty. It's really pretty. It's like a little Hearthstone ornament. Hearthstone, I will eventually get that right. Hearthstone ornament with like Christmas lights wreath around it, and it has little candy canes. And I remember I was looking at it. I'm like, I want to get that. And you're like, it's 500 gold. I'm like, do I have 500 gold? And then Jimmy is like, if you just log into Hearthstone, you get 500 gold. So I updated my Hearthstone and I want to get that. So good job
there you
on
go,
getting me to log in.
You got there to log into Hearthstone.
That was a long-winded explanation. Yeah. But I want the pretty card.
But also, that's not all.
It's not all.
Some more single-player stuff is coming into the game with the Book of Heroes Garrosh getting added to the game.
Explain to me what this Book of Heroes thing is.
It's basically a storyline through the Heroes of Azeroth, but it's a single-player campaign where, similar to the dungeon runs before, where you start out with a really limited deck. Mm-hmm. Every time you win, you get to select more cards.
Yes.
From certain sets and stuff like that.
Okay. God, it's blowing my mind, and how many games within a game of cards this game has.
Yeah.
It's outstanding.
Yeah, and what's interesting about it is they really emphasize the class fantasy kind of from these.
Yes.
Because if you do beat the Garrosh portion of the Book of Heroes, you get a warrior pack, which is a card pack that has exclusively warrior cards. Oh. So if you're wanting to build a warrior deck, this is a good way to kind of fill out that deck list.
And get some lore in there.
And to get some lore in there as well.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Now, is this Garrosh before he went all crazy mad, or is it like young Garrosh?
I think it's young Garrosh.
Okay. Because there's a lot more story there versus crazy mad.
I mean,
unless you want to go Shadowland Garrosh.
Yeah.
Then that's
I've partially played through Jaina's, and it's definitely before Stratholm. Because Uther is like, oh, I want to train you. And then
she's a young one.
Arthas decides to pick her up. Yeah. But in addition to that 500 gold you're talking about, you also get 5 Madness of the Darkmoon Fair card packs for logging in as well.
That is cool.
So they want people to log in. So log in if you're interested in free stuff.
Can I log in multiple times? Well, if you log in multiple times, that's kind of the point, right?
You only get it once because it's per account.
But the fact to log in
just make another account.
Oh, I can do that. Sure, why not? Okay. Yeah. I got emails.
Oh my gosh.
Next game, Jimmy.
Finally, on our game list, we're going to talk a little bit about Heroes of the Storm because we did have Hogger come out. If you are, a couple weeks ago, if you're interested in learning how to play Hogger, make sure to check out JHow's Hogger guide.
Yes.
It's a 30-minute guide. Totally worth it,
good.
though. So in-depth on all the talents and what's strong, what's good, and what playstyle works best for Hogger. So
we are a fan of him.
Check that out. Google JHow.
Yep.
Hogger.
We're a fan of his videos. We're a fan of Hogger. It's all around. We're a fan.
Fan of his voice.
Oh, that voice. Oh, that voice. In digital and in person, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And he's tall.
It takes a lot for her to say someone's tall because she is tall as well.
I'm 6 feet with shoes. Yeah. He's tall. It's great. Yeah. Okay. So, are we done with all the games?
We're done with all the games.
It's only an hour and 5 minutes. We're done with all the games. Okay. My turn for the IRL loot. Okay.
This is the thing I saw, but I didn't actually look at the figures till like now.
So we're going to try and do the community or fan-made items. And this one I saw today, and it's a fan-made version of World of WarCraft minifigs. Or minifigures. So you think of like D&D and you have your little minifigurines, or you're like, there's that thing where you paint them that Metzen loves, Warhammer.
Yeah.
So there's this great website. If you don't know about it, it's called Hero Forge. It's been around for quite a while. It just keeps getting better and better with technology, especially with like.
Well, they just had a huge Kickstarter campaign.
And this guy on Reddit, Silvergloom, this nerd, he's such a good nerd. He went onto Hero Forge's website and made, how many is there? Count them for me. A bunch of World of WarCraft characters. 18 characters that you can go onto Hero Forge. Now, you could go onto the website here or on Reddit and look at the pictures because it looks amazing. But the best part is, if you go onto Hero Forge and log in, you can buy these minifigures. You could buy these. So instead of like, what's that one company that did the 3D printing of WoW characters, that expensive?
Figure prints.
Figure prints, which are also really cool. My brother has one. But you can get a cute little minifigure. So if you want to play like D&D with World of WarCraft, you can. And this is not Blizzard licensed, so they're not getting a cut of it. Hero Forge is getting it. But this guy on Reddit actually spent the time to use that Hero Forge creator, and is a very detailed creator, to make the characters each new. Like Illidan looks like Illidan. Like even the tattoos look good. How he got warglaives, I don't know, but they look amazing. And with Hero Forge, the prices are actually really nice. They actually have a digital version where you can download the image of them to make it like if you play D&D online, like I'm starting to do and you're doing. You can download them there and have that work for your websites that you prefer. You could also buy a pattern for the digital that you can 3D print it yourself. So if you have a 3D printer, which is a thing now in 2020, especially even more so, you can download the pattern of, Jaina, and print that for yourself as needed. And then if you want to buy just even a plastic figure, say if you want to paint them, if you're a big painting fan, you can buy a cheap, and I say cheap because it's a lower cost, $20 print of the character, or a premium plastic, which I think is a bit more matte or shiny, I forget which, for $30. So you can buy the cute little figure as is. Now, what's even better with these, if you want the color plastic, which I totally do, $45. So if you want to buy just a figurine of Sylvanas in her cute little minifig form for $45, it's printed, it's colored, it will look a lot like this. And if you want to go really fancy rich, buy them in bronze, like, oh my god, like the pins. They're like real life pins.
Oh my goodness.
Each bronze minifig is $100, $99. So, this is a money suck. If Blizzard hasn't done this, they need to do this like officially, because this guy's on it. And even Ashara looks amazing. Like Uther looks legit like the old game. Like that just looks I can't get over it. It's outstanding.
It's impressive.
So good on you, Silvergloom, because that must have taken a long, long time, labor of love.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay. On to official Blizzard gear. Hot Topic, box lunch, nothing new. I will say this, I didn't put a link into it. Jinx is apparently having a sale on like World of Warcraft and a lot of other apparel. If you actually search for their sale items, and you click, like for example, their joggers, the Alliance and Horde joggers are on sale for like $30 or $20 versus $50. But then when you click the item, it goes to regular price. So I went to add it to my cart, the price was still the same as the $55 price. And I'm like, what's going on? So I don't know if they're going through a transition of a sale or they're getting out of a sale. Look at it if you want to. I looked for coupon codes, couldn't find anything, but Jinx is or is not on a sale. I don't know. I did notice that is on a sale is Jujubee, which I personally love because I totally, as I reach, don't have these already. They are the Legend of Azeroth bags. So they had a really good, I think, Black Friday sale or clearance sale over the summer, but they came out with the last few items. There's only 4 of the series left, and this is the second iteration of them. You can get the Super Bee large tote, which is a really great thing for cons or just general use. You don't have to have a kid to use these because it is a diaper company, like a diaper bag company. The Bee set series is a really cute little bag thing. I use one for cards, the smallest. I use the middle one for knitting because it fits knitting in there. And then the biggest one can be used for like cosmetics or whatever you have for your purse. The backpack is great. I have that. I may have bought all these when it was on a Black Friday sale. And then the mini BRB I actually use for walks. Like during the summer, if I want to carry my phone and not have pockets, I would put like my phone, my mask, and my hand sanitizer in here and a chapstick, and it fit perfectly.
Oh, nice.
So, and
What's
they're
this?
all, that's it, yeah. If the camera's, oh yeah, the camera's there. So, that is the mini BRB. And it's supposed to be like a cute version of like a kid's backpack, but you know, I put knitting in there. I put my phone in here. Whenever we go back to conventions, they're very useful.
Yeah.
50% off. It doesn't look like there's a coupon code. I think they're just trying to clearance them out.
Yeah, I mean, they do say final sale on these, so they are trying to get rid of these.
I'm almost tempted to buy another Bee set series just because I'm like, I could always use more small bags.
Backup just in case.
I'm not a bag lady at all. But no, they're really, really cute. And I hope Blizzard comes out with another series because, you know, it's a very cute modification.
I feel like they will. I feel like we always saw people at BlizzCon with a ton of these.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. And they're useful for like every day if you want to be a little bit nerdy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next shop I have is the Alt Gaming clothing and apparel. They are still, if you scroll up a bit, they are still having their cyber deals. So if you use coupon code 40SHOP, you will get 40% off their entire store. 40% off, and it's now the 17th of December. So I don't know how long this is going on, but if you didn't buy it and you got your paycheck recently or last week, whatever, and you want to still get some of their clothing, feel free to do so. Just check out their website. I saw the how's this? Hangzhou Spark hoodie, and like, look how cool and comfy that pink hoodie looks.
It does look pretty comfy.
Granted, their hair all looks amazing, but it's like a really soft pink. It's $70 minus 40%, a lot more affordable. And it has a bunch of sizes. And then another one that I saw was the New York Excelsior hoodie, and $65 normally minus 40%.
It's a good deal.
Yeah, if you want to get that gear, you know, I don't know how long the sale is. It doesn't say, but definitely jump on that if you want some comfy, nerdy clothing.
And I like this one because it's subtle,
Right?
where it's not like, oh my gosh, this is Overwatch League. But if people know about Overwatch League, they'll see it and they'll know.
And it says like it's just New York. Like it has a New York logo on it. It doesn't have anything fancy. Same with like the Los Angeles Gladiator one I love.
And it has their on the sleeve. They have their logo on it.
So yeah, 40% off sale. Shop 40 shop. Use that coupon code. I don't know how long it lasts, but it's even harder to say no to this.
Yeah.
Also Christmas, haha. I don't know about Christmas shipping, but hey, Christmas is coming up. In the search for more World of WarCraft or video game stuff, I was on Amazon because Amazon's a thing. And I found out that they actually have, you scroll down a bit more, hon, there's a bunch of Hearthstone journals on Amazon for $10. And they're sold by Blizzard Entertainment. So I'm like, this is merch from Blizzard. Especially the last two, the Heroes of the Storm and the Overwatch. Those two I actually noticed from the Blizzard Gear store. I think I bought that character notebook. If not, I might need to. But now you can buy on Amazon for free shipping. So that's kind of exciting. I might have added those to my cart, and whether or not I purchased is up to debate. But if you want to get some cheap journals for $10, that's not a bad deal. And if you have some Amazon credit card points or Amazon Prime, get that free shipping. Or quick, easy gifts. Yeah. And with Prime, you should be able to get it before Christmas. Let's see. And then the next one, for Amazon, this is new, and I don't know if this is announced yet or not because the publication date, it's new to me, I should say, October 20th. They're reprinting a lot of the old novels that Christy Golding and a lot of Blizzard had done before. But these are hardcover illustrated books. So this one in particular is Rise of the Horde and Lord of the Clans. So it's 2 small books into one, but it's a hardcover and it has illustrations in it. It sounds super, super cool because I remember just reading them on paperbacks. So it's almost like they're trying to blend what's the fancy book with, I don't want to say almanac. It's
Atlas?
The Atlas books with the novelizations, which I am all for because unless you play the game, you can't picture a lot of this, or especially like with me, I know of the places I played in them, but unless I see that visual connection, I'm not going to fully do that. So there is one for Rise of the Horde and Lord of the Clans. I like the Lord of the Clans a bit better, my personal favorite. This one is also new to me. It's the World of WarCraft Comic Collection, Volume 1. Hardcover, $15. Right now it's on $13.46. On Amazon, free Prime shipping. It brings, how many comics does it say? All new stories from...
It doesn't say the amount.
But it has a bunch of comics from World of Warcraft. I know I tried to collect the comics back in the day, but then I was struggling financially to afford all those comics. So now as an adult, I'm like, I'm going to buy the hardcover. So that might be added to my cart as well. I'm just saying. Now this one's tricky. Okay, this is a World of Warcraft pop-up book. This is not new. This came out October 2019. We saw them in person at BlizzCon. Pay attention to how, go back to the first cover. It is from, what's the term, not landscape or portrait? This is portrait, right? You sit the book, it is vertical. It is a portrait position. How much is this book, Jimmy?
Isn't it like 60 or something like that?
Normally it's 65. Okay, well it's now been out for a year. So now Amazon has it, and even Blizzard Gear has it for cheap. $35, half price. Okay, that makes sense. Cool. Now, if we scooch to the next tab, okay, skip that one. We go to the Blizzard Gear store, and it has a World of Warcraft pop-up book, collector's edition. This is now in landscape position. Same author, same publication. However, Jimmy, it's a different price. It is $125 normally. Discount right now because discount codes on Blizzard Gear is $100. What comes with it, Jimmy?
A certificate of authenticity signed by Matthew Reinhardt and Samwise Didier in an envelope, 1 desk mat, the pop-up book, Horde and Alliance collectible pins. So this is the ultimate collector's edition of this.
So it's an older, I guess it's a new reprint because even the book is now tilted to landscape where it's now lengthwise. But you get the authentication and a signature of Sam Didier and the author Matthew Reinhardt, a desk mat, a pin. But I want to know what those are, but I can't see them because there's no pictures.
There are no pictures.
Struggle. Super struggle.
Blizzard, we want to see what we're buying.
Yes. And especially, like, I know there's people that collect pins. This must kill them because you know they're going to buy this for $100.
Just for the pins.
Just for the pins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I want to know what they are. Is it worth, because I'm like, I love me some pop-up books. But what's this desk mat? Like, what?
Like, how big is it?
Yeah.
If you call it a desk mat, it better be relatively big.
Right. I need to know these things. I'm like, am I going to replace my desk with this? Am I going to invest another $10, $20 into this collector's edition? Like, I love me some signatures. Like, I really do.
Oh, yeah.
This might really be on my wish list. But this is also a big expenditure cost. So
we might have to do some digging and see if anyone's bought it.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
But yes, that is something I found on Amazon. And then I went to the Blizzard Gear store thinking, what's the price difference? And that was something that came up. Now, Blizzard Gear store has some more clearance items on sale. Bunch of different things. A lot of Overwatch, because most of the merch that Blizzard Gear has is Overwatch. I picked a few of my favorites because I have favorites and I might need to buy them. We have the Overwatch Tokidoki hat. Cupid Deadly Tokidoki hat. That was $35, now down to $20. It's a $9.50 snapback adjustable hat. This would look terrible on me, but cute on you, and I almost want you to buy it just so I can look at it on your head. And it's $20.
I just love that Sombra design.
So do you want this hat because I want to look at it? And
I
if you
wouldn't
wear it?
be against it.
You would wear this?
Yeah.
Okay, because I haven't talked to you about this. So I'm like, you look good in these hats. I don't.
Oh my goodness.
Otherwise, it would just hang on my wall. Another thing I might totally want, it's a Jinx hoodie. And I remember seeing these around at Jinx. I remember seeing them in person. And it's basically, and they have a few other character designs of them. I think they have like a Reaper as well on the clearance shop. Mm-hmm. But it is the Overwatch voice line character pullover hoodie. $24, normally $55. So, and I don't think these are the coupon codes. I think these are just the clearance section items. So you definitely want to hop on these. But it has all the sizes. Small to 3XL. Yeah, right? For $24?
That's awesome.
I know. Next one is this is so cute.
I love this.
It's the Overwatch character icon throw blanket. Now, I'm not a big fan of that Sherpa feel, the orange feel.
Yeah.
But that other print is so pretty.
It's
I
awesome.
might make an exception.
Oh my goodness.
Because it's $30 versus $55. Like, I'm really big on texture because I knit. But yeah, it has this really cool bright orange colorful characters. I love them on their books. I love them on the water bottles. And now the throw blanket's on sale. And it's cold. So this is like an adult purchase, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a totally smart thing to do. I need to do that. Another adult purchase, which is totally useful and smart to do, because why go to Target and buy a towel when you can go to the Blizzard Gear Store and buy a towel of the same,
with that same pattern? Yeah.
Overwatch character towel. Machine washable, tumble dry low. $18, normally $30. Like, that's smart too. That's an adult purchase.
It is.
And you would have to buy two because who buys one towel? You have to buy two towels.
Exactly.
And now it's $18. And like I'm just like trying to talk myself down from this. And then another throw blanket, because I don't have a problem with throw blankets, is a Pachimari Overwatch throw blanket. So stinking cute. Pink blanket plush, Sherpa on the other side, $30, normally $55. I don't need it.
Speaking of not needing things.
Another great sweatshirt. This one is Hearthstone, and it is really pretty. Like, I'm not a big fan of brown, but this is a really pretty brown and orange quarter zip color block hooded sweatshirt. $25. Normally it's $40. Has sizes from extra small to 3XL. Has them all available. Mm-hmm. Like, that is rare. Normally you see like one or two missing that are sold out. Really, really pretty Hearthstone hoodie jacket. Especially, it is cold now. Like, gotta warm up. Adult
That's
purchases,
true.
right?
And you were saying you don't have a problem with throw blankets?
Did you buy it?
No.
Oh, okay, it's another one.
I'm just throwing you the next item.
I was hoping, I'm like, did you get this and not tell me? And like, surprise, it's in your room. Hearthstone throw blanket, again, $30, $55 normally. Sherpa feel, but man, is that pretty. I did buy my brother a Magic the Gathering blanket. Mm-hmm. So I should totally buy a matching
obviously
card game blanket, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the adult thing to do. And then the last one, I believe, is another really just simple classic Hearthstone hat. It's that $9.50 snapback hat again. Once again, you look good in it. I remember seeing a lot of these at BlizzCon. And even at Blizzard campus, a lot of them just wear it because it's just a gray hat with the cool logo on it. $20. Like, you really can't go wrong with that.
I just really like the design under the bill. Mm-hmm. I think those are really cool when they do stuff like that.
Just the simple icons, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't able to find anything new or unique with Warcraft 3, Heroes of the Storm, StarCraft, or Diablo. I always look for those, so if you find anything, please let me know, especially in the Blizzard Gear Store. Mm-hmm. I did notice one thing, and I don't know, the Kindle Diablo books, Diablo novels from Richard Knack. I did notice on Amazon that the Kindle versions are now available for the 3 novels he has.
Okay.
Why that wasn't a thing before, I don't know, publishing rules or whatever. But if you read on Kindle and you haven't read the Diablo books like I haven't, you can go on Amazon Kindle and get those there too. Why they went there, or if they were there before, maybe a reprint, I don't know. But that's kind of all the stuff I found. Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, no, it was still a lot.
And really good prices.
I know, it's all very good prices. They're trying to get rid of the end of season stuff.
And take my money.
Exactly.
And it's working.
Yep. They're making you at least think about it.
And those towels.
Yeah.
And the book. If I buy the book with the signature, then it's like a collector piece, right? It's a collector's edition. And then and then the mat would be probably really pretty. And we need to end the show. I'm now like the moral dilemma.
Yeah, the moral dilemma. But thank everyone for hanging in there. I know it's a longer episode, but there was a lot of news to get through.
And a
lot of good updates and a lot of stuff to look forward to with BlizzCon Online coming out in 2 months.
2 months.
I'm excited for it. But again, thank you everyone for tuning in and checking out Nexus Podcast with Heather and Jimmy.
Yes.
You can find all the episodes at nexuspodcast.com, and also we're available on all the major podcasting platforms: Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and TuneIn. And follow #NexusPodcast for the conversation throughout the week. And old video episodes, or I shouldn't say old, previous video episodes, archive video episodes, are on youtube.com/DJ Tyrant. I have a full playlist there of all the old episodes if you want to check those out. And also check us out on Facebook, search Nexus Podcast, and also our Discord group. Check out through our links in our social media. You can find me at DJ Tyrant, and you can find
H. Sailor Moon.
And that's going to be it for episode 21 of the Nexus Podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and
stay tight. That's stupid. I love it.